Focus on yourself, King. I use that term really lightly right now. Because if you're a man out here holding women hostage in a relationship, to be in a relationship, to keep them in a relationship with you, you're not a king. And you might not be a man. You obviously don't see yourself as a man because you don't think you could live your life without her, without that particular woman, right? But like, if you're a man who's playing games, playing tricks to keep a woman around you, every time a woman try to leave you, you do something so she gotta come back around you. Or you fighting to keep her in a relationship that she's trying to get out of. Man, look at yourself. A king don't act that way. A king don't move that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could appreciate your woman. You could appreciate what y'all have or what y'all had. But once it's what y'all had, you gotta let that go, bro. Focus on yourself. Really, you need to be focused on yourself the whole time. Because that's really what she gonna support, unless she here to challenge and maybe distract you. You know what I mean? But if you choose her as a distraction, then she gonna be a distraction. If you choose her as an addition, as a compliment, then she gonna be that. But if she taking you out of your element, then there's a level of discipline that you gotta learn to gain. Because can't nothing take you out of your element when you focused. And if you blaming her, you're not a man. You're definitely not a king. It's all on you, bro. If you know a woman is trying to get away from you, and you say anything like, well, she just need to tell me she don't want to be with me. Or she need to be a grown woman and make her decision then. She could open her mouth, she could say something. You're not a man, bro. Because you lead. Anytime you put that weight on her to make that decision about something that you know the decision, the right move to make, you leaving up to her, you giving up your manhood, you surrendering your manhood to her, and you asking her to be the man. Anytime it's something serious like that. Now, if you talking about what to eat, cause she particular and you really don't care, that's a different thing. Y'all can work that out. You know what I'm saying? But if you in a relationship that's not a relationship, you abusive, she abusive, y'all fighting, y'all arguing, whatever you want to call it these days, right? You gotta find peace. You gotta let that go. You gotta stop giving yourself excuses to waste your time. You gotta hold yourself accountable. Most of the time, if you're in a situation with another person and you trying to get them to hold themselves accountable, you need to hold yourself accountable. As a man, it's all the time. You know what I mean? Because you just got to. You can't expect her to hold herself accountable. If she does, plus, positive, she a different kind of woman. That's something special. But if she don't want to be with you, it don't matter. Let that go. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to know what's going on. As a man, if you looking at this woman as your woman and she does anything that make you know or think that she's somebody else's woman or that she's not your woman, let it go, bro. Focus on yourself, king. Find peace. Work towards the king that you can be. Or whatever you're going to be, a knight, a bishop. You know what I mean? Like, get there. Leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. Stop. Like, it's always ourselves, blocking ourselves in any way. You know what I mean? Sometimes I understand, like, when things are changing, when you created or adopted an identity based on anything that you do, your work, your job, your creations, your relationship, when something first try to change it, you gonna fight it. You gonna see all the bad. You gonna see the problems with it because it was good and now it ain't. So you gonna see all the outside problems. But after you get past that, first you gotta know this is just a moment. You gotta get past that. But once you get through that, get past that, now it's time to turn all the stuff that you saw on the outside on yourself. Take accountability and figure out, how do I work through this situation? Where does my power lie to change, to adapt, to move? You feel me? It's all about my power, about your power. It's not what the other person need to do, what the other person did wrong. Only reason to acknowledge that is to help figure out how I need to move, how I can move accordingly based on what people do around me. You know what I mean? If this is required, that is required. This person does that, that person does that. They gonna do that. That's gonna be like that. That ain't gonna change. What do I need to change? What do I need to do in any situation? You know what I mean? Your job stressing you, figure it out. Your relationship stressing you, figure it out. Your relationship weighing you down, let it go. As a man, there's no reason why your whole identity should be based on anything other than yourself. Everything outside of yourself is here to help you to be yourself. It's here to complement you, help you survive and thrive out here. Which means everything outside of yourself is an addition to your life. So if it ain't working right, there's no reason for you to fight for toxicity, yo. Let it go. A lot of us, life is a process. You're gonna go through things. Everything ain't gonna be great, right? But don't use that as an excuse to hold on and to keep creating bad situations. You hold on to horrible situations, your life just gonna be a horrible situation. Some things you're supposed to have peace with. As a man, you out here in the world to fight. You come home to peace. If you don't, let it go. Your woman, the woman, most likely is not gonna make the decision out loud to you. By the time she ready to tell you something out loud, she is fed up and don't even want to see your face or hear your voice or hear your name again. You way past any kind of friendship or respect. You pushed it too far. You should have been let it go. Now you're getting pushed out. If you remember, you don't pull out, you're gonna get pushed out when it ain't right. Look at yourself, man. Look at yourself. You begging on the floor, you messing up your life, you getting angry and stuff about a woman who don't even want you. She with the next man already. Good for her. Good for him. You? I don't know, man. Focus on yourself, King. Or really, if you in that situation right now, it's a good chance it's more like focus on yourself, Pawn. Don't feel no way about me. Look at yourself. What you doing? Tell me if that's what a king do. Peace. I will heal. We will heal together. Come on, let's get it.